Okay, here we go. It's been a few days. And by that I mean like a couple of weeks now since the proper WaifuWarS stream, but here we go. We've got my partner Wooper here playing versus Firesrequiem, who is Team Gits. My personal record has not been so great so far this WaifuWar. I've played a few games off stream and stuff. So hopefully Wooper carries me, you know? I'll take a look at setup here in a second, just posting link. Okay. Right, yeah, a little bit of an early morning stream, comparatively. Usually I get, like, some afternoon stuff. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So, yeah, Fire's team gets, he picks up a nice tank and healer with the Hilda Sissy. And then Elaine Luke gets his DPS. Hybrid Luke, pretty normal Elaine. This looks like a Blood Pact Hilda, that's pretty fat. Got pretty normal Sissy. And gets with no onesie. No gamble. We've got some Sage gaming, he's got FB. Probably for the Kaguya. Pretty normal Kaguya. Hybrid skills, because she can just infinitely clock whatever she does use. Healing on Mary. And Reen. I'm not an old enough player to have nightmares about Reen, but I'm sure there are very much players in this tournament who look at this hero and just feel pure, unabated rage. So, you know, just casual things. So overall here, I think that I would give the edge to Fire. Unless the Sage does like a lot of work, like slowing down these units that don't get slowed down by Sage other than Hilda. Or like his aura makes Grenier just like live all this stuff. I think Wooper is at a pretty big risk of getting tank busted. But maybe the Reen gamble will work, you know, maybe Reen will just go insane and like he'll lock everyone. Or silence everyone. And you've also got Kaguya throwing out black holes too. Especially because with these Sage tiles you get like a retreat too. So although he can't reach right now, as soon as Fire starts moving his units up a little bit more, Wooper starts getting these nice hit and retreat plays. Hey, Bite and Bit. How's it going? So my Langrisser window is kind of huge, so I'm going to resize this a little bit and hope it doesn't freak out the stream. Just a little bit of wobble there. We get a nice little free Luke black hole, putting a little bit of debuff pressure, but Mary can cleanse that, no problem. Catch a nice Tenyo breeze on that Kaguya. No clock on the 2C there, so she's going to be down healing, but there's not too much other AoE coming. Potentially you've got the Gits with Blink Smash, but I don't think she can reach yet, question mark? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And then 3 from EE, 4 from Talent. 5, because it's a AoE, so yeah, she can't reach yet. Hey Kong, how's it going? I wonder if we're going to see this Reen just do something filthy. Because it's always the danger, especially with this Luke not bringing like mass attack. We don't have any silence immunity for this team. Unless these are on like Holy Ring or something, so... You know, maybe Reen's just going to do filthy Reen things. Or, you know, full team heal reversal Reen things. Right? Yeah, exactly, Kong. He's a bit before my time, but I did actually get a chance to play Reen in the... I think it was the latest run of Fair Arena. Ooh, this is ballsy. Elaine going for Grenier. And dies. First strike procs, let's go. Grenier Gaming. Gotta show a little favoritism for Wooper here as my partner. Yeah, I was like, that's pretty ballsy to go after a full health Grenier with Elaine, who has no sort of first strike, no damage reduction when attacking. I would have been spooked. Especially on DPS troops for Grenier. Yeah, SP Grenier has always been like a fun unit. He didn't make like a massive splash in like regular Apex play, but you know, there's people who use him and enjoy him a lot, and he just does fun stuff like that. And speaking of that, we've got Kong in here in chat. Free Kong Grenier could be so much fun to watch because he just has such a fat Grenier. Vargas and stuff like that too, of course, but so despite the Thorns proc, Kaguya survives. Wooper having a little bit more luck into the Thorns proc than I was against Reisker the other day. Probably might have died if this were Crystal Molders instead of Templars. The Thorns gaming is real. But as it is now, he can set up a nice tank bust on the Hilda, like going into next turn, probably. Or start chipping with some AoEs. We'll see. Things are pretty favorable for Wooper after the 100% free Elaine kill. Oh man, look at Evil Man Grenier here overriding Kaguya's cards. Bad Grenier, bad. Hit it poor. Sissy burning AA on the Gits. Okay, so giving up turn prio there, but I guess he wants to make a nice strong play with AoE or something. Reen's gonna do Reen things. Okay, silence on the Hilda, buff block, heal block on the Gits. And then I guess he does some fixed damage stuff here too. Yeah, I couldn't tell JB. I wasn't watching her art count close enough. So nice damage on that Gits AoE there. Look how much it did to that Kaguya. Crit? Question mark, I guess? Was she chipped some? Oh, the thorns, never mind. I'm like, that would be concerning. Yeah, she was chipped from thorns. Not that much damage. Do you get a nice heal block on the Sage? And passive block means his aura is not working anymore either. Or his revive. Buff block. Okay. But I think Barry is pretty well equipped. She can target the Sage with her onesie, and that will dispel first, and then... Okay, he just goes offensive. So doesn't secure any kills here. I guess there's not a lot of other upcoming AoE pressure, so it's fine. I think this is probably dead to the fixed now, right? 3,500, 2 times marine attacks. Not quite. Not quite. But the Mary fixed, so if she uses a skill, then she is dead. And hates not using skills, because she has to roll her upgrades at the end of each turn. Let's see Reen do his little bonk here with the line, I guess? Nope, black hole first with the Kaguya. Okay. If I were him, I would actually, yeah, just say screw guard. You're killing the Gits, and the Luke is going to be pretty badly hurt. Fire's calling it. I get it. He can take like the Kaguya there potentially with swap into whatever, but swapping actually will kill Luke because Luke's sitting in, or will kill Puppet because Luke is sitting in fog. And then you have like Puppetless Luke, Sissy, and Hilda versus a team of like Reen and Mary that are just going to be smacking on him turn after turn. So yeah. Alright, I wonder if we have any other games. There's a lot of replays you can go through because I have not streamed in a little while, so we could watch some replays for a little while here. Let's see. First off, anyone that's here want to send me a replay from chat for those of you who are in the tournament, or ladder would also be fine, but preferably WaifuWarS replay. Alright, nice. JB can send one. Tommy is what, Team Sonia, I think? I should say Sonia with a Y? Oh, he's Sherry. Oh, I think it's DK Cecil and Naker that are Sonia, actually. But we do actually see a Sonia in box. Okay. Let's see how this goes here. Lovely 4-star Toa pick. Unless you've gotten 5 stars since the season started. But I don't know. I don't know how close you were. I assume you got her in during Triple Golf for some progress at least. Just looking at overall box here, Tommy's pretty like rush. Like you've got the enablers and everything. JB has 1, 2, 3 tanks, 4 tanks with the Grenier, a fair number of healers, so fair, you know, good, just solid tank push comp here, and a nice Kyra pick. She's not Sin immune, so there's Tatalia some danger, but I'm guessing he's going to ban out most of the enablers. Yeah, they're already gone at this point, aside from the Lavina. And Lavina's enable is a little bit awkward because Kyra's threat range is the same as the Tatalia's, so like if you try to enable the Tatalia to hit the Kyra can just kill the Tatalia. So and JP actually gets a nice enabler pick here with the flow, so this Kyra is going to have crazy range with that rush. I think I like JP's comp here. You've got a setup unit, Sherry, whose reach is kind of low, Tatalia, who's good, but she doesn't outrange a flow buffed Sin, and another Kyra. So yeah, we've got the infantry toe, which is unfortunately for JB still 4 stars. Rip, 10% attack talent. Double skill on Kyra. Buff on Grenier, buff on Flow. Silver Spear on Rosalia makes sense. Open game in terms of your opponent not having any tanks. Not a Scepter Sherry, so it looks like Rag with Earth Elves. Pretty normal Tatalia. Kyra. Normal looking Claret. And Cleanse on Flow. Interesting choice here. Or on Luke, sorry. I wouldn't be surprised if he brought Black Hole just because like Flow was going to want to bring Mass Attack here, so it's a little bit of debuff value even if there's the Kyra and stuff, but I guess second single target is fine. Okay. Okay, nice. Also, it looks like we're going to get Wooper versus Edgar here. We can take a look after the replay. Oh, you mean like the one where you get like the extra reach for like standing next to them or whatever? Because I guess you don't get that without the SP skill. I don't remember exactly which skills as a part of Skitter or the SP. I think it's the one that boosts the range. That also still gives you first strike. So Toa doing some passing wings shenanigans here. So Kyra is just like, I'm going to reach everything. So he takes Luke life here. That was a little ballsy not keeping Puppet in revive range. I wonder what the play there was. So he gets the kill on Puppet, or on Luke. He gets to jump 3 back. Is this out of Sherry reach? Shouldn't be. Oh, it is because it's not Scepter. Man. Brutal. So now she just gets another kill with Tommy unable to punish. And yeah, this Telly is clearly the best target. So now in terms of what Tommy has left, right? The unfortunate thing with Kyra is she's so gimped once a unit is dead. It would have been fine if it was just the Luke, because you have the Puppet as an extra body, but with the 2 units dead, there's, you know, she loses the juicy reach from her passive, and all of a sudden she's, what, 9 range breezed, 7 range unbreezed? Pretty sad, when you've got stuff to kill like the Rosalia and Toa and stuff. And then a Sherry that's not Scepter, so she's not going to be that effective as a Sin. Hey, how's it going, Nikki? Shining Nikki, I should say. Nice. Edgar and Wooper being played, waiting for replay to finish. Thank you. Tommy fog hugging, trying to figure something out here. Let's see if Claret gets a sick bust on the Grenier here at least. No. Dang. I didn't look close enough at what proc there. I don't know if first strike proc or if she just missed kill. Grenier is not exactly a fragile boy. Alright, let's take a look here. We've got Wooper versus Edgar very shortly here. Okay, yeah, it was first strike. Because Claret actually hits pretty respectably hard, and she was pretty solid to spell and stuff. So short appearance by Fire in VC, but he dipped out. If you're watching stream Fire, it's totally fine if you want to hop in VC and co-commentate. I'm all about that. Or anyone in chat. I should extend that out too. Feel free. I'm always happy to co-commentate. Yeah, sure, JB. All right, here we go. I gotta cheer for my buddy in Team Kaguya here again, Wooper. I should say not Team Kaguya. We are actually Team Nazuchi. Oh, what's this? Part 2. Shitposter from the moon. You know, gotta give the proper team name, right? Edgar's over here on Team Freya, which has been the team that has had the most accidental tournament rule breaks this season, I think, because their opponents cannot help but to accidentally include Freya in their box, as I myself did. Not once, but twice, because I then forgot to hit save after not removing her from my, or after trying to remove her from my box, and then just said fuck it and didn't pick a tank. These things happen, folks. Alright, so Edgar's banning some strong healers here with the Jugler and Elma. The Elma aura would have also been tough for this Kyra first pick to deal with, or second pick. So he's probably going to go for the carry here. Kaguya can be Kyra proof depending on what gear she runs. I think I noticed he was a holy Kaguya, but if he's like Glory of the World, then you can still have Unbreakable Zorks, which should do the trick against Kyra generally. Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying, JB. It's hard. Like, I didn't actually make my substitution properly, but like the substitution I would have been making for Freya would have been a 3-star alpha with no bonds. Which, is that really a tank? Sort of. It's questionable how good of a tank it is when it literally dies to an AoE. Like I've lost playing that before in previous seasons. I've lost a life from full to AoE, which is a bit of a struggle when that's your tank. I think that was always going to be the more problematic side of a Team Freya. Not that she's that strong of a first pick, but that she denies your opponents from boxing. I think it was a Sanction first and then a Blizzard. She got both lives with AoE back to back. We see a nice Sophia pick for Edgar here. She's pretty good against AoE. See Wooper picking Sage again. Maybe that aura will do some work for surviving the Kyra. Could be a nice slowdown too against like the Ares or the Jugler, stuff like that. You know, nice aura against these two as well. I think Wooper is probably going to want to take a secondary DPS here. Kaguya does have solo carry potential, but it's hard when you're playing against Sophia Kyra, especially now that Edgar picked up a second tank. So like she can single target kill through Freya, she can single target kill through Jugler, but it just takes a lot of actions, especially if the Freya brings like Royal Protectors or is like Last Rites or Tiamat build, like it just becomes harder. So I think I'd like to see Wooper pick up another DPS here, but maybe it takes like the Leaden or the Sissy or something. They have value as well. Okay, he takes the Luke. I think that's a good call. She's effective at killing Freya. And Dog's not exactly the tankiest against magic, so. Nice buff supply too, although you have myth buff anyways. Hey Fire, thanks for joining chat. I don't know if Wooper's going to take the Sissy or the Sophia here. Both have some value. Sophia's got some rewind for the Sage and stuff, and big juicy defense buff. He takes the Sophia. Sissy would have also had some value, being like Actigan as P2, especially since Edgar took his own Sissy, so you've got some Actigan on one side and not the other now. But it's not too broken because he's player 1, so you don't get, this consecutive action gaming. It is still just a little scary from the perspective of being a 30% attack buff with 10% damage increase with a Kyra on the field. We'll see if Wooper can do things to break into Edgar's comp before Kyra just goes crazy on him. She's also providing another body in case something does die. Her summon can work as another body to keep Kyra's passive active, so... Poor Sage not getting to slow down anything but Jugler here. But, maybe some push plays are available depending on if there's electrics on these heroes. It's not like there's a lot of push heroes in WaifuWarS, so depending on how much gear swapping he did, personally, I just copy paste. I just 1-for-1 almost steal my gear from my Apex box for my WaifuWar box, so a lot of my WaifuWar healers have electric on because that's what my Apex healers have. But I don't think Edgar is at such a similar level of poverty to myself. So he probably has original gear for a lot of these heroes. Yeah, that's a fair point, Kong. Also, hey JB, how's it going?
Sleepy, how are you?
Doing alright. Okay, so we see the offensive pick here on the Kaguya with the fairies rather than Storks. Because he's not Glory of the World, it looks like, so Storks would have only had so much value. Because this is a 2-star Kyra. Okay.
What are Kaguya's factions?
Myth, Strat, and Princess.
I always expect her to get an origin buff when she's with a Freya, and then she never does, and I'm always confused.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the part mobile part 3 units, they kind of just randomly gave origins to what's the word I'm looking for? Azusa and Oboro's region. And then I also gave it to the Ashmar and Lostum. So they gave it to and I guess Sagni and Grenchill also have it. So they give it to a lot of mobile part 3, but not Kaguya, I guess, and the Spaceship City people. We do see Royal Protectors on the Freya. That's going to be really hard to kill with single target. And I might have brought Arcane Blast instead of Black Hole. On the other hand, my Kaguya is very fat, but, Arcane Blast, maybe you get the one-shot on the Sissy or something. That could be huge. Kyra catching a very strong breeze there.
I do think an Arcane would have killed this Sissy.
Yeah, it's not a lot of HP. Sophia's probably fine, but...
I mean, Wooper does only have 1900 in.
So... Not 2400.
Yeah.
He does have Sage buff, though, which I don't know if that works for AoE or not. It doesn't say in battle, so I'm inclined to say it does work for AoE, but I have no idea. I've actually been sharding my Sage with triple Gate of Fate here, because I do actually want to play him some.
Must be nice. 13 days.
Okay, it does work for AoE. Kong would be the resident Sage expert here, so. Let's see how he wants to deal with Kyra doing Kyra things. The good thing, at least, is you do have 2 units that can single target punish the Kyra if she does go in deep. So because it's not like a completely free kill, it might be savable. Like, I'm guessing either of these units could be the win con once Kyra's dead to just slowly chew through these tanks and healers. Because Edgar does have to protect this, like, with his life, because this is his only DPS. We do see him moving out of the Sage Aura with the Kaguya. Maybe just try and have better cardsmon RNG next turn. But the Kyra is not like super well buffed. Oh, never mind. Did she just... Where did she get that 20% attack buff from? Was that a Tenyo on something that I didn't notice? Oh, invest. Thing. Okay, yeah, then regardless of Sage Aura or not, this Kyra is not a failing kill.
I mean, it is an Assassin Kyra with Sorks, so critting is not guaranteed.
Especially into Sage Aura, but I just think with those buffs and not exactly strong defensive troops on Wooper side of things, it's probably going to kill without crit, I would think.
Yeah, probably doesn't need it.
But I don't think she has the opportunity to take anything for free. Yeah, Kaguya and Luke can both reach to punish if she goes for something now. So yeah, he's got to get the tank up.
So Sage gets the Lando command, but unlike every tank in the game, has no way to like increase the command range, right?
Yeah, same thing with Ishin. It's because it's just a passive and they don't have a guard skill or anything that increases the command range to 3 blocks. It's still just a wee little 2-block command. So now they are in aura range. Hey, Moon. But man, with that 20% buff from the invest, I would still think this would kill, personally.
I guess with Freya that far up, she also does have like a free Kaguya and junk back.
Yeah, exactly. She now actually gets to survive afterwards, which was the big thing. He could not body block just because of that Tenyo breeze. Her reach is, or not Tenyo, the regular breeze, or her reach is 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, actually you can body block the Kaguya. I was thinking it was a Tenyo breeze, but it was a regular breeze. Tenyo breeze would have reached. So there's an electric on one of these 2 heroes, at least. So I don't think we're going to get super crazy Sage pushes, but I don't think... It doesn't seem like Kyra herself has one, so... Maybe you get to push her back out of threat range or something instead of a bust on the tanks next turn. The problem is the Kaguya has to hang so far back, because she has to stay, like, exactly here if she wants to be safe from Kyra. And, you know, once Kyra moves up, that won't be safe again. Depending on if this is Scepter or Red Moon, once she moves up he can get a nice poke at the tank, but he does have to pick his target pretty carefully here with only one skill. You can't really just take like, you know, Sage or Luke and then not worry about it. Oof, catching another breeze.
That's rough.
Yeah. I've always been a little bit sad that even though the buff pool for Kaguya's cards includes most of the Tenya buffs, it doesn't include like Breeze, but it does include like generic debuff immunities like this. Always been a little bit sad about that. So Wooper can at least form a little bit stronger of a body block going into next turn, using like the Sage or something. It's still going to be hard to ever get to this Kyra though, with the two tanks. Even if only one of them is currently guarding magic. I feel like you may as well lock hole that mercenary. Maybe roll like a silence on the Kyra or something, right? Could also just go for the kill, but
Well, he got a silence.
he did. But notably, he did get a heal block on the Kyra, which is pretty strong here. Means she can't go in start of this turn. Because Sworks are broken, she's going to do 0 damage. So Sophia can 3C to cleanse, because her 3C does 2, I think? Yeah, 2. So she should reliably get that off. But it just loses a little bit of pacing for Edgar. So nice block hold debuff. He does still have to be a little worried about just Jugler jumping and disabling his tank, too. I guess there's not a lot of other single target pressure anyway, so it really is kind of still just the Kyra afterwards. Curious if we'll see Wooper try to form like a body block by like moving the Sage below Grenier or left of Grenier, just to try and block up a few more spaces that the Kyra can run, to let his DPS move up a little bit to start putting some pressure on these tanks of breaking them. Because Kaguya with Sage FB should pretty comfortably bust Jugler. Freya's a little bit harder with the Royal Protectors, and fairly high magic defense, but Nice clock.
Nice clock. I was wondering if he would save that until after Jugler jumped to push him out of the way, but I
Yeah,
guess that also prevents him from coming in.
yeah, exactly. He can't move anywhere right now, aside from around, but that's not, net one block reach is not that helpful. Doesn't let him jump on Grenier or anything. Well, again, it wouldn't really matter that much even if he did jump on Grenier. Unless he can jump on Grenier in such a way that he can then Beast Shock someone next turn, but while keeping Grenier disabled, but that would take some positioning misplays by Wooper to allow that to happen.
Now, here's a question I don't know the answer to. If Luke were to move onto Grenier's tile, does she lose her scepter bonus?
I think she should.
Because it should count as defensive terrain?
Yeah, like there was a whole discussion in Mistcourt a while back, because like a Yanni got her scepter range while on a tree because there was a McLean tile on it that turned it into not defensive terrain. So I assume the other way around, a Grenier tile turning it into defensive terrain should turn it off. And like
Yeah.
those new archer troops too, like those turn off scepter for like Jace and stuff. So
Yeah. Okay.
fake defensive terrain should work.
Because that would be like the one tile she can reach Freya from.
Yeah.
Until we get our power creep 6 range mages. Thanks, Enya.
What about our existing 6 range mages though? Team Gits and I want to see a Team YJS. I actually really want to pull YJS like next time we get a Wish banner. It's actually in my plans to do so. Because I think she's a cool unit. And we've gotten to see some good YJS gaming in this tournament, but
Thanks, Raven.
Will's played her some too, but yeah. I appreciate any YJS content I can get. She's cool. Especially after her casting passive and stealth buff with the Windbloom Chanters. Pretty huge buff for her healing output and stuff and support capabilities.
Still just so salty that castings are locked behind so many things.
Yeah. I wonder if Wooper is currently realizing the same thing we were just discussing, that, oh, I cannot reach. Because he's running down on time here a little bit. It's not quite a concern yet, but it will be very soon. Okay, so you rewind so you can make a black hole. I was thinking about that. Tenyo Breeze on the Kaguya, that could be something.
Oh no, Edgar can count.
But it does mean that, once again, the Kagura's jump points aren't going to be that good now, like after jumping back. She's also going to lose this damage buff from Invest unless she picks it back up going into next turn. And then maybe the Sage Aura does things. I don't know. Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I would have expected, Creamy. Thanks for confirmation, though.
Rip these fickle mechanics. Oh. Just full send, huh?
Yeah, but if he's going to do that, he should have acted again to where he was so that he gets an extra card. Ooh, nice stun. Greedy Freya not running Boa. What? Run on your defensive terrain, man. Run on your defensive terrain. You would have full healed. And then have a 30% buff that says it's bridge. I guess because no one's standing on it. Man, I'm actually like pretty sure she would have tanked. Because she'd be like 100% HP. Maybe she doesn't keep the 100% on the troops and stuff because of T-Star. But she has 20% damage reduction from casting her 3C. I don't know. Maybe something would happen there. Unfortunately, the Luke doesn't have much follow-up. Never mind, she has swap back. Oh, because of the rewind. That's right. So I think Luke cannot reach, unfortunately. Still, no breeze.
But since Edgar did give up turn prio, right?
He did indeed give up turn prio.
Who did he act again? The Freya.
The Freya. Man, what's really brutal about these Kaguya debuffs cannot be dispelled. There was another way that could have gone too. That would have been just as bad, where she does like the Moby down -5. But the stun is even worse because you can't just stand the unit to cleanse that.
Oh, the Moby down's only a 1 turn, right?
Yeah. Ooh, missed kill. Look at that. Not even on defensive terrain. And she had 20% buff there. Rip Kyra. What the heck?
Damn, Rip Kyra's crit rate, huh?
I mean, Sage. Sage Aura is
That
doing
too,
a lot
yeah.
there. The 30%. So Luke just takes the Kyra kill now. It should be easy with the Sorks, breaking the 100%. Very solid, easy kill there, and GG.
The new Sorks breaking the old Sorks.
Yeah.
I would have used Ice just in case this game continues, but I suppose it really doesn't matter.
So can Jugler kill the Kaguya now? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was 4 or 5 without the BB. So we'll see if Wooper can eventually kill Edgar's team here with Luke. Doesn't Sage also actually have like really long normal attack range after his casting? Can he hit the Sissy right now, I think? If this is exclusive?
Yeah, because like all of his basic attacks are 1.5 at 3 range.
Oh yeah, you can even see it's 3 range down there. So he could try and kill the Sissy, or he can just keep chipping the Jug. He's honestly got a pretty good chance to chip the Jug down because he gets to take another, like he gets to start next turn again. Oh, but she can't move. He's got swap.
Yeah,
He's fine.
I'm wondering if... Oh, does he still... Oh.
Yeah, he didn't need a swap, so he's fine. May as well... I'm assuming Puppet would come out damage positive if he attacks Puppet to make Jugler guard, or attacks Soldier to make Jugler guard. Okay, he just pulses. Did his bracer on the Jugler. Ooh, he lives? That's pretty...
It's kind of bad.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. I mean, Wooper is also occupying now most of center.
Yeah, nothing here flies, so despite how Puppet looks.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if Steve could fly.
He'd be too OP, man. Alright, Sage, I believe, right? You can do it. You can do it. No! Damn juggler.
Damn, thick dog.
Thick dog.
Although he didn't move Mercenary so that Juggler could Beast Shock the Grenier.
Yeah, I mean, even if you do, I don't think you're gonna win on damage against these two. And like, it's not like you can hit with any, like, he doesn't have anything else to take advantage of Grenier being guard downed, right? He's got a Freya basic attack with 700 attack. I guess she's not buffed right now, but like, you just don't have anything that's gonna do anything. Once the guard
Freya
is
will
disabled.
porcupine this game, okay?
Okay.
The Edgar cope.
Also nice, Mikey and Moon saying they've got some replays for us to watch after who wants more content. I've got a little while, so I'm free to do that.
I know Moon was also looking to see if Wooper would fight him.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they are having the cross-world time zone issues.
Wow. Look at that Jugler
That did a
damage.
lot.
3,800 attack. Casted Jugler, guys. Sophia's like, let me recover this real quick before Grenier explodes. And the danger here now is I think you have to move your Freya up to guard. Because once Jugler stands, you know, you're not getting your magic guard. There might even be potential push plays with Sage to get them out of guard range, depending on where Freya goes. Just to try and secure some actual kills here, so it gets easier to last the time in center.
Oh, we now have a 4K attack juggler after Sophia helped.
Yeah, wow. 4K with Freya buff as well, which is another 12% damage increase.
You know, I think he might try to Beast Shock again.
Next turn, yeah, with the... Oh no, this turn actually, with the Wind
Yeah,
Forge
with
from
Sissy.
Sissy. Unless it goes to 3C, I don't know. It should be able to decrease his 3C.
I mean, it does describe itself as physical damage, so
Yeah,
I
exactly.
assume so.
Okay, he Tritons first. So not gonna be... Okay, doing it this turn.
Just a black hole for ha-has.
Yeah. So I think you just Inspire here. You want to get rid of these debuffs on the Jugler, because he might actually die to the Luke with the damage taken, even if she's not buffed, with the 3C and all that. I don't think there's a reason to rush in like Octagon or anything like that. I think you just take it slow and do the Inspire. But he goes for the Octagon. Okay.
That did not cool down 3C.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess it would have only cooled down Beast Shock. Although now he's hitting onto Grenier's tile with not 4K attack, so...
Yeah, and also because he's got that 20% damage taken still, takes a fair amount of Grenier counter, and now Luke is ready to 3C by targeting... you know, she's not actually. She can't hit the Jugler.
Yeah, because that wasn't his 3C.
Yeah, so he doesn't have Magic Guard and Freya's covering everything. But, you know, you still don't have a chance to bust into this if you're Edgar here. You have one spot of center occupied, and that's just not going to cut it. These healers are not going to kill anything either, like while the Grenier is disabled. I guess you could kill Puppet maybe, but like, so what?
Oh, Wooper is well ahead on damage as well too, yeah.
Yeah, he's, you know, you got two AoEs here, so the Black Hole I'm sure did a fair amount last turn. Okay, so it is Bracer on the Freya. No Thorns proc, so Luke doesn't die or anything. Nice damage. I might have done that on Sophia, so Sophia could just rewind next turn. Yeah, it's true, Zuko. He could push Jug over to the right here. You ideally want to do it after Jug moves. So he can't just slide back.
Well, he will lose it by moving. Like, B-Shock's only a one-turn thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I just mean in terms of trying to actually get the Jugler out of this one center spot that he currently has occupied. So he could slide Puppet or something in there and deny Edgar entire center. That's what I assume Zuko meant with pushing the Jugler. I mean, the fog is closing in soon. Like, he's about to lose most of his support team in a couple turns. Because he still really has no way to break in here. Grenier is just too fat. Even for a 3,800 attack Jugler.
Rip Freya.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to get to see Jugler's mystical casting passive actually get to activate here. When he guards, he'll heal everyone. He'll trigger his talent heal. Or not? Did Edgar not buy his casting passive? Question mark.
So I do wonder if, like, in what order it takes things. Because I saw that with when like Beast Shock was like had a one-turn cooldown and he tritoned. Like, does it count the cooldowns coming down before
I don't know.
triggers the everything is on cooldown?
Yeah, I'm not sure. So here's where it'd be like nice to have rewind on Sophia instead of rewinding the Luke. But he is making a nice push play here, so Grenier can guard again, so he's fine. The healers aren't going to kill Grenier.
Do either one of his healers want that spot?
I think he's saying the game is up. Yeah. GG's there. Another win by Wooper. He's ready to carry my ass, it would seem. I'm like 2-7 or something, I think, is my record so far this season, or 2-5. I've played a fair amount of games, and most of them have not. I wouldn't even say they went badly. I just keep losing. But I don't think I've actually been doing that bad. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I have 5 games left? That's more than I thought. Okay. Ooh, go Wooper. Alright, so I think we're gonna have probably someone else willing to play live here, otherwise we can take a look at some of those replays, Mikey, Moon, and Ravenhead. Alright, Wooper bowing out there for now. Let's take a look at a replay then. Let's see who said they had some. Raven said he put game versus Meow on card. Mikey's did in game too. We can take a look at that after this. Raven's playing the rush box again after he realized the tank push is really not for him, even with Team Mariel. Alright, yeah, we'll take a look at that, Mikey. Oh yeah, Meow is running alpha for like the 3rd time, I think. I feel like he's done it a lot.
If you want to review a half waifu war match, Sadao played ladder versus someone with his waifu war box, and he put that on his card, and it's hilarious.
Oh, I think I heard about that. Yeah, that's probably pretty good content. We can take a look at that after Mikey's game. Meow runs like the same box every season.
Every season.
He's got Kruger now, I guess. But like, this looks a lot like his WaifuWarS Season 1 box.
Where he also was Team Alpha, right?
Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at things overall here. So Raven's got 4 strong single target DPS. A couple guard ignores, although I guess technically 3, but 2 of them are a little scuffed, the Mary and the Sherry. Strong P2 flow here for Meow. He picks up his Husbando Omega. Flow Omega might be annoying. I know it's the curse of everyone in JB, but it might also be annoying just to play against. Although a lot of these units are actually pretty Omega proof because they outskill him or have like a shield like or a hide like Pepsi. High damage reduction, outskill, Sherry. Like, so this Omega might not go too crazy. And then Julian, the AoE Rush boy toy, who has the 20% chance to just instantly win any game.
AoE Rush boy toy.
Let's take a look at skills here real quick. Was that mass attack on her? Yeah, it was. So I think that was a regular breeze. It's actually not wings on the Elaine. But it's not Apex boots either, I don't think. Let's take a look at skill here. So high skill, high skill. Not high skill, but she's got her shield mechanic, high skill. So yeah, not actually really any Omega targets here, especially because Meow runs the normal attack build. Hide on Pepsi, raid on Sherry, and this is probably Rag. Yeah, I think that's Rag. Pretty normal Julian. Frontal on Alpha rather than Active Guard. That's an interesting decision. You've got a few units here that don't ignore guard that you notably would want to guard against, I would think, the Elaine and the Azusa. I don't know about that decision on his part. Mostly single target Luke. Okay.
I think I remember this game.
Okay, I was Luke breezing. I'm like, wait, what unit just breezed? My mind just kind of blanked. So it doesn't reach. Not Scepter, so it doesn't reach. Okay.
Will you turn animations on?
Yeah, sure. I'm assuming that means you remembered something about this game and we're gonna get something funny. Oh, Mega's gonna try. What is he gonna try here?
He only reaches exactly one thing.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like, what's the value of going for this Azusa, right? Ooh, the troop solo. I would not have expected that.
So that's what happened there. Okay. So the troops don't face her.
No. So that's why, like, Gin could kill Azusa, because between his pre-battle AoE and his troops being so roided, he could actually still just one-shot Azusa without his hero actually doing damage in battle, because he would kill, like, 50% of her HP with the AoE, and then troops could do the rest.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's only hero flip stats that flip. Because troops don't have an int stat, you know? They just have attack, and some just do magic damage.
Okay. Interesting. Because, yeah, I remember watching this game, and I was like, what a dumb idea, attacking Azusa. And then she just died, and I was like, what?
That was, so it looked close, but you know, you think about it, and he still had 20% unit HP to do there too with the fixed. So yeah, since they crit, that was completely fine, and it's not like he was not going to crit with no auras or anything on this. So yeah, nice. That was pretty close in combat, but not actually that close of a kill. Strong play. Yeah, I think a defense buff on Azusa could totally do that, because Shinobi don't exactly have high attack. That could really just push the threshold enough. I think any kind of extra buff on the Azusa, and that whiffs. Puppet rush play here. So the Luke has a lot of reach now between the double breezes.
Rip a lane.
Yep. 80% hero DR against physical. Or I think it's unit DR, actually. Because I've seen like Leon's do 40 damage to a lane before with like the infantry troops on her. If the troops proc, she gets like 150 or 120% damage reduction or something crazy on the troops at that point. So Sherry gets a kill here. What's she gonna bop next? No breeze, so she can't hit Julian, but I think you just take the Omega probably. Yeah, but it's only for Fizz. It's the important part, as Cream was saying. So no help against mages. That did a lot of damage. I guess that's just the troops. Oh, this is not a lot of HP on this Sherry. That has got to be Judge Talisman or something.
And I'd imagine she's not rights either.
Yeah, that's got to be exclusive probably. Especially not being Glory of the World. Ooh, the Pepsi breeze. Raven has half jokingly been saying that like Mary's job this season is to tenure Breeze in some of his games, and she's doing it.
Oh, captain, his captain.
So Pepsi taking the free Steve kill. He'll be in range to basic the Julian too. Oh my god. Not that Sherry was going to do much this next turn, but... Oh, he goes for the Sherry rather than the Pepsi with the Alpha. I would have expected him to AoE or to hit the Pepsi there, try and make Julian tank somehow. Because like he only has a basic, so...
Like, he could have AoE'd the whole team.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, if Sherry or someone goes and kills...
On the other hand, if you break that Pepsi's shield, that does activate his casting, so you'd get another 20% damage reduction. So, like, you're only going to do a little bit of damage, and you'll probably boost his damage all in all. And I'm pretty sure he probably kills Julian with basic attack either way. Ooh, the troop crit. Did Pepsi's hero even attack there, or is that just zombies? I couldn't really tell.
I'm pretty sure he was throwing something out there.
So she should be able to heal him from across the map so he doesn't die to flow basic. The Alpha after the act again, on the other hand. And that zombie self-healing. So strong.
Oh, zombies weren't full there.
Mm-hmm. From the counter damage from the Julian. Wow, look at that. Meow being a little dumb here and not moving away from the flow, so Sandseas don't have like both their unique effect and the infantry troop techs available. That was weird. You should absolutely attack from here instead, so you have way more defense on these troops, way more attack on these troops, and your extra 30% damage increase.
All those juicy infantry techs.
Yeah, like almost all of them. Um, so I'm not too surprised this whiff. I'm a little surprised by how much it whiffed, even being next to the Pepsi. I guess it's no buffs at this point on the alpha.
He did also Defender.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, that was just carelessness to not activate your text there. And he should get shield back from this, I think.
I don't think he gets shield now because he has to like finish this action, and now if anything were to die, he should get it.
Another defender proc. This one actually did. I mean, it looks like it mattered, but Mariel actually would have cleaned this up even if Pepsi had died.
Like she could have just like stunned Alpha in fog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Alpha is not displacement meter or anything like that. And, Mariel can also just straight up kill her, so. I'm assuming he's running, like, Nail or something on the Mariel, so she actually does damage, rather than some super potato build, like Swordsmith Battle.
That game really turned around.
Yeah. I think that's the problem when you got the enabler, right? So Omega got the nice kill on the Azusa, right? Fairly free, but then that Sherry got that nice double kill there, which was really juicy and kind of put the trades even again. And then you've got, really strong trade unit like Pepsi versus like Julian, who's really more of an AoE unit than a single target unit. So it just kind of ended up liquidating out favorably for Raven. That's true.
Pepsi,
That's true, Kong. We do have some waifu and waifu action.
Pepsi getting a full alpha counterattack life was also pretty big, I feel.
Yeah, that's true. But I think a lot of that was negligence on Meow's part to not activate his troop effects there. With higher troop defense, maybe you don't die. I think he did get like crit in every part of his hero. Like the troops and hero got crit by both Pepsi's troops and hero. But that's things that happen attacking Pepsi. And Meow's probably not running defensive arena stones because he is an AoE rush degenerate. Style with Team Sumire. I can't believe it really happened. She's so bad.
She's
so bad.
She's definitely one of the units in this game.
It's too bad. I actually played that somewhat recent Sakura Wars game. That was like 2019, 2020 or something. It was pretty solid, like Dynasty Warriors-esque beat 'em up. I had some fun with it. That's her as an older character in that game, though, not young Sumire and Sakura as you see in this game. Alright, let's look at drafts here overall. So Sao's got the sort of tank, sort of AoE, sort of whatever Sumire here. Yusuke is pretty strong ST, trade unit, T-lit, long range. I don't know if he's still running wings. T-Jess for some enabling. Not really any super strong revive threats to set up with it, though, other than maybe the Pressure. Susa, captain for Mikey, really strong trade unit. Elvin, really strong trade unit. Kirika, really strong single target unit. Luke, and then Narm enabling. I think I have to give favor to Mikey here. He's a really strong draft.
Did you really just call Kirika a really strong single target unit? What happened to you?
Okay, I should say she's not actually good at single target, but all she needs is to 3C and almost kill them, or single target and almost kill them, and then it's fine. It doesn't matter because they can't kill anything afterwards. Unless it's Yusuke, then it's not fine.
It's not fine.
It's very not fine. I remember I borrowed Edgar's account for the second WaifuWarS season because I was very weak our first WaifuWarS season, and it was tragic. And me not knowing anything about Yusuke, I tried Kirika single target on Yusuke, who was full health. Obviously,
I'm
that
sure.
did not pan out well for me.
I was gonna say, I'm sure that ended exactly as you expected it to.
Let's take a peek at skills here. We've got the interesting Elven Lancer pick on the Deedlit here. That might hurt the Luke or Narm or Kirika or something, make it not totally free for them to go for it. This looks like it's still wings, double buff T-Jess, like double support skill, not double buff, I should say. Frontal on Pressure. I don't even know what skills she runs. One of these is a guard and one of them is an AoE, possibly both. I don't know.
They are both guards and both AoEs.
Wonderful.
One of them gives her a 10% revive and only Fizz guard, and the other one gives her Omni guard,
I see.
but no revive.
Well designed unit here, right?
Yeah.
No flaws at all.
You AoE on a 5-turn cooldown for 3 turns of guard, and you need to set that up before you have actually hit anything. So
yeah, she does have that neat trait that the Soccer Wars units have, where in Cav class, they actually have infantry movement. It's not in their talent and nothing like that. It's actually in their class description on the class path thing. Really weirdly, they just have a special trait where they have infantry movement in cavalry class.
Even bringing Cav troops, huh?
Yeah, it's strange. It's not explained in any of their skills. It is a part of their class map, like text description.
Interesting. As someone with exactly 0 Soccer Wars units, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I only saw it because someone in like helping team building chat over in main cord like brought it up at one point. I'm like, what? I'm like, there's no way it's not listed anywhere in game. So I had to like ask them like, okay, check here, check there, because I was really curious about it. I think Elwyn's about to annihilate this unit. Damn. The Arcane almost gets it.
So close.
I guess it's not dispellable, the revive.
It is not. Also, missed dispelling guard. Like,
yeah.
How many buffs did she even have?
Well, okay, yeah, it's just one. I couldn't remember. I guess, did she get like some stuff from the time buff from Yusuke? That's right. And tier. The good old Landius tier tech. All that was
and the Tenyo from somewhere?
Yeah, I think the DI must have been Tenyo from TJS. And rip Samire. But she did sort of live, and now she's actually going to be kind of strong. Did she actually keep attack buff too? She did. So she does have a pretty respectable 2400 attack. She just can't reach anything with it. Because on top of being one of the clunkiest tanks ever invented, she also has awful reach as a DPS. So he goes for the Kirika. Some nice damage. Gets the kill with the wings. And
because who needs their mage?
This might whip.
Wind wall.
That wind wall. How much HP were on these troops? Okay, so they didn't even have the Lancer tech active. That's just wind wall and Deedlit bulk. I was gonna say if they were like below 70% HP, that would be like massive whiff because of that Lancer tech. That's like huge DR bonus. Okay, so he's 3-seeing the Elwyn here instead of trying to do anything with the very debuffed Deedlit, which I get. Will this put the Elwyn on cooldown now, or is it like a Gustav where it's after he takes action? It's now. But he still can get first strike to bop the Samira. Although, does she also have first strike or something? Or is that the other skill that she hasn't used yet?
It might be the other.
That's the other skill.
I assume she outskills Bracer Elwyn.
Okay, he just goes for the Deedlit. That makes sense too. So T-Just takes L1 second life. Oh, Tenyo Breeze on Sumire. She'll actually get to hit something. And Azusa can't reach either. I guess Narm can polish off or can sprint to boost the Azusa. I would actually probably be inclined to just finish off the Sumire. So she doesn't get to AoE your whole team. Let's see if Luke gets the kill on Yusuke here. She should with the advantage versus Holy. Yeah, solid kill. Easy. I guess she breaks rights too with those troops. Oh, are we gonna see puppet kill? Aw. Okay, how hard does this hit? Let's find out. Pretty hard. 11, 10k damage? About 10k damage. Good job, Sumire. You did your best. Is she just gonna first strike counter kill? Okay, no, you got the T-star. You actually might have like just died there. I think she has 2-range counter after using that skill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so good thing that T-star was enough. Because she was so low from that L1 earlier. Yeah, good thinking.
Needs a bracer Sumire.
Did you just say Stow and Bracer in the same phrase? I can't imagine.
Until they develop an attack-based fixed immune.
Oh yeah, that'd be the day. So I think T-Just should kill with just troops here. No! Man, Fairy's whiffing. Does she have no attack buff still, I think?
Yeah. Like, that was all because Azusa still got the heal from, like, entering battle versus Sumire.
Yeah.
Even though she never entered battle because the fix procced.
Most of those kind of effects do trigger from that, like Sherry 3C clocks if her rag kills, stuff like that.
So I think without her faith healing, she for sure is dead there.
Oh yeah, 100% easily. But instead now she gets to do Azusa things and hit super hard. I guess she has to hit the Pressure. The T-Just counter will actually kill him, I think. And she'll get soft too, so she'll get her revive if she's exclusive, or just, a bunch of healing even if she's not. There's no way this kills if he uses soft because it's angels on tree, right? Yeah, this is strong. She's not that strong with no troops. Oh, the full heal though. That's so juicy. And now she's got shield again. Beautiful. Pressure won't have revive now after this turn too. You're gonna get to see Zeus take the kill. No! Denying the wife for the final kill. GG's there, Mikey. Alright, and I think Moon had some too that are on card. We can watch some of these other Mikey ones later. Let me mark real quick. Give me a second to mark these ones that I've just watched here. If I can find them. Okay. Let's take a look at a Moon one. I'm assuming we put it on card. Otherwise, we can watch another Mikey replay. And then I'll probably wrap things up there for this morning. Okay, yeah, he's still Coom Doggy. classic pee pee poo poo tagline. This is this waifu war, right? We can watch you
Oh.
versus Moon.
No, that was last season, our Rosalia games.
Oh, were they? Okay, they must not be on card yet then. Whoops, Mikey sent them in chat. Hopefully they're still there. I know chat can be iffy. Oh, they are. Should we watch Team Alpha die again? Mikey has been on the warpath this season, man. Yeah, sure. Let's watch versus Team Alpha. No, let's watch versus Team Sherry. This should be a pretty open game. I doubt there'll be a tank picked. Wouldn't actually be a bad Christie pick for Mikey, but yeah, he's got the Freya too, so it's 2 tanks on his side. We might see player 2 Sissy here though. Lines are tank gaming. Okay, he takes the Christie. Oh, I'm surprised Tommy's allowing the Sissy there with the Christie after that, at that too. Especially picking the Lavina, so you've got your AoE. You know, I mean, he heal blocks, and Sissy can't really do much about that, but I wouldn't have allowed tankless healer there myself. I wonder if he'll take the Sonya here. Okay, he takes the Yusuke. So he's got a couple Sins, an AoE, and a couple tank busters. But I think this is going to be too much for him to chew through with the Christie and the healing. Lavina's not going to solo AoE kill. The Sins can maybe get a couple kills, but you've got the Kirika poking and so on. And it's hard to assassinate the Azusa. Although I think Pepsi can do it if he's like 4 stacks and his troops crit both Azusa's troops and hero. I think Pepsi can actually like kill Azusa. I think I've seen that before, but I don't think it's super reliable. Okay, Pepsi moving up super aggressively. No breeze though. We don't see any, I guess all of our AoEs are targeted anyways. Actually, our 3C wouldn't. I'm surprised we don't see a 3C to deal with the Pepsi here. Because I don't think he has any non-targeted AoEs in this draft other than Christie, Flower. Maybe we'll see Lavina push up the Pepsi. I mean, why not, right? No AoEs on Mikey's side. Pepsi can kill basically whatever he wants, but only one thing. And he's not going to kill the Azusa with no stacks, so... I don't think he'll whiff even hitting into Christie Aura. These units just aren't that bulky. He has T-Star to break their rights, so... I think it kills what he wants here. Between the Kirika and Narn. And yeah, I think Kirika makes more sense. So killing the Kirika is nice, but does leave you with just Sherry for tank or for assassin win cons now. Or for Tommy, I should say, who is not actively watching this, and Mikey is, so it could be a little confusing to say it that way. So Azusa creams the Pepsi, gets one of her stock types, so she'll be pretty ready to play out of guard now. Like, next time she needs to kill something, she'll get her shield back even after it goes. Wait, I just noticed, is that an infantry use? No, okay, that's fully. For a second I thought infantry use gate, but I was looking at the Claret. Who, being infantry, is very sad for her right now, admittedly, versus the cavalry Christie.
I wonder what the thinking is with running infantry Claret.
I think he can do like pretty decent tank busting because you can run like, so her skilled spells 3, right? And then you can also do like Mjolnir and you're up to like 4 dispels or something. And like, I don't know. And maybe it does more damage. I think her attack stat might actually be lower or the same in infantry on like a fair number of heroes. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's 1 extra reach with the wings too, but
Oh yeah, once it's all up. I mean,
yeah,
unless flyer breezes.
yeah. If flyer breezes, then that's a lot of reach. Speaking
Same
of
attack.
breezing, Sherry very much not breezing. I haven't really counted here. What is an arm reaching? Nothing right now, but I'm guessing we have an Inspire coming up, and she'll actually reach a lot. She won't keep buffs though, so she might actually whiff some kills, because aim has its ups and downs. It's nice that it's a self-buffing AA that gives like 10% damage increase. It's not nice that it does not maintain buffs. So he kills Lancer. The Yusuke. Pretty sure this just creams him. Especially because demon troops. Okay, he waits though. Maybe Narm's gonna take it and run back. I don't think she'll actually kill here. Oh, she does. Looks like Judge Talisman. I saw some red numbers there. First strike Christie, killing all of Claret's troops. And she'll die if she tries again, so she just has to run away. And Mikey has turn prio. Yeah, strong Christie pick there by Mikey, honestly. It was really hard for Tommy to deal with. Christie 10, yeah. Now all the breezes are coming. I'm just hearing tornado sounds over and over now. So Sherry kind of in position to do things. It's like she can kill the Narm, I guess, and run away. Yeah. Pretty sure he runs far enough away here. But you do have the AA with Sissy, so Sissy can jump out after the AA to reach. That's Lancer Guard. Gonna be pretty helpful here, otherwise the Claret could actually probably double tap the Azusa. Although you still, I don't think Tommy has the units available here to clean up Christie and Sissy, regardless. I was probably going to call it there, Action Moon. I've been streaming for like 2 hours now. Hour 30 minutes, I guess.
No Moon versus Cecil.
Yeah, I saw that they're going to play, but they said 30 minutes, and that's a little long to wait. I should probably do some stuff today other than stream live with Wars all morning. I didn't even notice this was single target Lavina. Damn, did the monk counter.
Let's go first strikes.
Yeah, if he hits from
What?
ranged, I think, or like if he move, I think it's if he has more move than the enemy.
Interesting.
I used to use Lavina in PvP for a very short amount of time when I was a fresh 70 account because I pulled him for Lightbringer Bond or something.
If the unit has higher Moby than the enemy, it attacks first.
To keep going or to stop? I think I gotta stop here, but I might go actually eat my breakfast and stuff and come back. I don't know. I'll see when Cecil's ready. Might have another stream here shortly, but that'll be it for now. I need to take a break. See you guys.
Thanks for
Thanks for
streaming.
watching. Thanks for joining and commentating, JP.